In 1919, André Citroën introduced the Type A, Europe's first mass-produced car, bringing the Ford assembly line vision across the Atlantic. Just 5 years later, in 1924, Opel answered with the 412 PS Laubfrosch. Painted bright green and nicknamed the Tree Frog, it became the first German car built using the Ford-style production techniques. Affordable, efficient, and designed for the middle class, the Laubfrosch helped launch Germany into the age of mass mobility. Over 100,000 units were produced, laying the foundation for Opel's rise long before its acquisition by General Motors in 1929. This is the story of the 412 PS Laubfrosch. Opel's story began long before automobiles. Founded by Adam Opel in 1862, the company originally manufactured sewing machines in Rosselheim, Germany. Like me, Adam was a fellow May baby, born on May 9, 1837. As the business grew, Adam became fascinated by the rising popularity of bicycles. With the help of his 5 sons, he expanded the company into bicycle production, which proved wildly successful. Adam married Sophie Scheller, who became Sophie Opel. Together they raised 5 sons, Karl, Wilhelm, Heinrich, Friedrich, and Ludwig, several of whom would later guide the company into the age of the automobile. Sadly, Adam Opel passed away in 1895, never seeing the car revolution firsthand. After his death, Sophie took a key leadership role in the company, supporting her son's vision. It was under their guidance and her backing that the Opel will begin its journey into the automotive history. 4 years after Adam Opel's death, the company began to explore the world of automobiles. The Opel family first teamed up with Friedrich Lundtmann to produce their early automobile. This partnership was a stepping stone for them in the car manufacturing. Between 1899 and 1902, Opel partnered with the French automaker Darracq, forming the Opel Darracq venture. In this partnership, Opel produced the car bodies while Darracq supplied the chassis and engines for the cars. These vehicles were sold under the Opel Darracq name and even entered motorsport events in 1904 and 1905, helping Opel gain early exposure in the automotive scene. However, the partnership ended in 1907, the same year the Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost debuted, a car that set new standards for quality and refinement. Just 1 year later, in 1908, the automotive world will be changed forever with the introduction of a revolutionary machine and a revolutionary production line. Detroit, Michigan, 1908. Created by Ford Motor Company under the leadership of Henry Ford, the Model T wasn't the first car that was ever built, but it was truly the first affordable one designed for the everyday person. This was made possible by Ford's groundbreaking use of the assembly line, introduced in 1913, which made car production faster and more cost efficient. Meanwhile, back in Germany, the Opel family, already successful in sewing machines and bicycles, was preparing for a full transition into the automotive manufacturing. Sophie Opel, the widow of Adam Opel and the matriarch of the family, supported this new direction, but she passed away in 1913. The responsibility of guiding the company into a new automotive future now rests on her sons, Karl, Wilhelm, Heinrich, Friedrich, and Ludwig, who would uphold the family legacy and take Opel into a new industrial age. Henry Ford took the world by storm. His innovative practice of mass production didn't just reshape American automotive industry, it inspired others around the globe, including André Citroën. Before founding his own company, Citroën has successfully implemented mass production techniques at Moore's Automotive Company, where he served as the managing director. During World War I, he also was tasked with overseeing mass production artillery shells for the French military, a mission he had accomplished with the remarkable efficiency. His success in wartime logistics earned him national acclaim and gave him the confidence to launch his own car company in 1919. The same year, Citroën released his first vehicle, the Type A. It was Europe's first mass-produced car, and more than 24,000 units were built. Affordable, practical, and widely available, the Type A made automotive ownership a realistic dream for France's working class. Citroën had helped democratize the car in Europe, just as Ford had done in the United States. And 6 years later, in Germany, a green tree frog would carry that mantle forward. Wilhelm von Opel, inspired by what he had seen in the United States, made a bold decision to adopt the assembly line methods that had powered the success of the Ford Model T. He believed that Germany, too, could mass-produce cars for the people. While Wilhelm focused on a revolutionary production, his brother Heinrich von Opel spearheaded efforts in industrial expansion and marketing. The two worked in tandem, combining innovation with vision. In 1924, the result was the Opel 412 PS, a small, affordable, and efficient car that would soon learn the nickname the Laubfrosch, or tree frog, for its green color and compact design. Tree frogs are small, agile creatures. They adapt easily to different environments, whether it's in dense forests or wetland terrain. They're humble, known not for loud displays or dominance, but rather being calm, quick, and quietly resilient. In many ways, the 412 embodied that same spirit. It was small, efficient, and versatile, well suited for the mix of the urban and rural roads found in 1920s Germany. Like the Citroen Type A in France, the Laubfrosch was built for the people. It offered affordable mobility to a recovering nation. Opel had produced more than 100,000 units, making it one of the first German vehicles to reach the masses at such a scale. Visually, the 412 PS also bore a resemblance to another Citroen, the Citroen 5CV, nicknamed Lemon due to its bright yellow paint and rounded form. The similarities between the compact cars were the size, cheerful colors, and people-first designs. They were very striking. The Laubfrosch's name didn't end with the 412. Opel continued its mission of accessible driving with successive models such as the 414, 416, and 420. Each expanded on the legacy of the original tree frog, cars made for the everyday man and woman. The body of the 412 PS is one of the most advanced in Germany at the time. It used full-press steel panels, which allowed Opel to speed up production and keep costs low for the following example set by Ford. The Laubfrosch wasn't luxurious, but it didn't need to be. It was built to serve, to last, and to give ordinary people freedom of the open road. The Laubfrosch was a breakthrough for Opel, affordable, efficient, and a symbol of progress, but story was without sorrow. In 1928, Wilhelm Opel mourned the loss of his brothers Karl and Heinrich, both key figures in the company's rise. The following year, Opel's success caught the eye of Alfred P. Sloan, the head of General Motors. GM acquired a 80% stake in 1929, and by 1931, it fully owned Opel, marking a new chapter under the green banner. But it all began with a little green tree frog. The Laubfrosch made mass production a reality in Germany, inspired by ideas from abroad and empowered by a family's determination. It helped brought the automobile to the everyday citizen. More than just a small green car, it was a symbol of how innovation and persistence can shape an entire industry. And for these reasons, the Opel 412 PS Laubfrosch is one of the greatest cars of history. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.